I am him.
Cut it out! It ain't funny!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel.
We do have a video of him with his nips out.
Yeah, my picks have been shit this year.
He's taking it off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into this edition of From the 50. It is week 11 of the NFL, and we are live from the St. Louis, Missouri studios. We have me, TJ Weber, we got Big Web, we got Zach Zook, and on the road, we got Nick Yale live from Dallas, Texas. Gentlemen, how we doing today? Welcome back to the show. And Zook, by the way, shout out to you, my man. Great job last week hosting.
Wow.
Great job. I watched a lot
you.
of the show. I was hungover after a wedding and was unable to be here, so Zook took the reins. And let me tell you something. I was thinking with me over the phone having to describe how to run all this bullshit, it was not going to go well. Not that I didn't trust you. It was a lot to do, but you guys knocked it out of the park, so thank you for doing it.
You nailed it.
I don't know if, first of all, that's very, very kind, thank you. I thought I did an average job at best. But I don't know if Big Web told you how it went in person, but as I'm sitting here seeing everything and you're explaining it and I'm figuring it out a little bit, how intuitive it is, I'm every 5 seconds I was this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, exactly. He was.
I was
That's
he
cool.
thought
This
he
is
thought
cool.
of everything.
Thought of everything.
With the buttons and stuff, I was all I needed was the passcode to get in to start the music, which is probably why I had another 4 and 3 week. Had to pick without it.
Yeah.
So no fault, nobody's fault but my own. But yeah, man, this is top tier, and yeah, I think the more I get to know it, it'll go even smoother. Luckily though, nothing went wrong.
No,
That's the
nothing
key.
went wrong. So
That's the
you'll
key.
have one more shot to run it here this year. I'm going to Chicago for
Yeah.
Lions and Bears. Oh my! In December, we need Zook to run it. I'm actually going to try to do the show or do some kind of pop in from a tailgate. I don't know if our group's tailgating. I'd love to do it. I think it'd be electric from Soldier Field with all my Lions gear on.
You gotta do it.
See, we got to do it. We got to find a way.
Gotta do it.
So anyway, but we're live for week 11 of the NFL. It's kind of sad to say it's week 11. It's fucking nuts
Right?
already.
Quick, man.
Always goes fast.
Nick Yale, how we doing, sir, from Dallas? Good to see you. Oh, no. Nick. Oh, he's muted. Guy, he's muted. He's muted. You're back. Hello, Nick.
Hello. Why you have
there-
me muted? You probably have me muted. My
there he
picks
is.
were so bad last week I couldn't even get on. But
I don't trust your ass when when we're on the intro and stuff. You might say something crazy or something, so I got to mute you,
Yeah,
of course.
I get that. Hey, Tigers big win last night. Harrison Mevis another walk-off field goal on senior
Yeah.
night. So
Yeah,
you love
you're
that. Mizzou 9-2. We're rolling, baby.
It would have been fun to see them get a shot at the playoff. It would have been fun.
It would have.
you
Hey,
know.
man, we're two drives away from being 11-0, and we had the Heisman quarterback go down and beat us on the last drive, and we had number 1 Georgia, who didn't make a single mistake in that game, and that beat us. But
Yeah.
we should be 11-0 if we weren't playing either of those two teams.
Yeah.
Improvement. Major improvement.
Major improvement. Mizzou's on the
Major
up and up. I've given Nick shit for how many years, and now I'm saying Mizzou is a little fun team.
Hey, man, we're trying to get a Peach Bowl, Cotton Bowl, maybe down here in Dallas would be awesome.
That'd be
New
sick.
Year's 6
Yeah.
looks nice. Bro.
I think New Year's 6 is on lock as long as we beat Arkansas next week.
Don't
But
say
hey, Nick,
lock. We were 5-5 Florida.
L
last
well,
word.
that's what I was just
L-word,
gonna say.
baby.
I wanted to ask you, how tight were your butt cheeks clenched last night
Save that. Save it.
watching us almost
really
lose
say
to
that.
Florida because
Extremely
I
tight,
was, dude, I was
Extremely
getting worried for our Tigers.
Hey, we didn't have a problem that entire game until our defense couldn't stop a nosebleed in the
Oh,
second
my
half
God.
with the backup quarterback in. So, but hey, 4th and 18, Brady Cook. I talked shit on him before the year started.
Yeah.
He's the guy. And we have the best wide receiver in the country, Luther Burden.
All right.
He's
Well,
the
this
guy.
is an NFL show, but if your thoughts on Mizzou, go ahead. I thought it was gonna be like a
You're
one.
going to see Luther Burden in the NFL, TJ. You're going to see Luther Burden in the NFL.
That is true. That's a good tie-in. That's a good tie-in.
M-I-Z, Nick, you're through.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
That's it.
NFL.
That's right. All right, guys. You guys can text in here, as a lot of you already are on TikTok. You guys can get involved with the follow button. We're live every Sunday during the NFL season, including playoffs, Super Bowl, all that good stuff from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way until kickoff. Gentlemen, before we get into storylines and reading comments, I want to see what you guys think we should do for next week. We got a lot of Thanksgiving Day games. We got Black Friday Day games. Do we do an early show this week? Do we do I can do a pop-in show type of thing, and then do a Sunday show as well? What do we want to do about that?
How about a Wednesday evening special?
Okay, and then don't do Sunday, or
And
also
then
do Sunday.
do Sunday with
Okay.
a limited schedule on Sunday.
I mean, because Weber Wednesdays is usually on anyway, so maybe if
See, that fits my schedule perfectly.
yeah, you're already going to be there. But if Nick and Zook, if you guys want to join remotely, you're
I'd
welcome
have to do. I'd have to do it early.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
I have to do it early on Wednesday.
My schedule is very much in flux because I'm traveling to Austin for Texas Tech on Friday, and then back on Saturday, and I got to see everybody in town, so including you guys. So
Right.
yeah, just let me know. I'll work my schedule around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I don't know
I'm in town
if I
Tuesday.
told you guys too. Next week is tough for me just in general. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving, so I'm traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually going a step further this year, and I know again NFL show. I'm going to the Michigan Ohio State game.
Wow, both
next
undefeated
weekend.
too.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a big one. That'll be
So I will be in
You're gonna lose,
AA.
Just
And
heads
so if we do it on Sunday, I will definitely not be here. So I kind of like the idea of
Yeah.
doing it early, but I also have to go to go to a bit of a party on Wednesday night.
Oh, wow.
I got a bit of a party Wednesday.
Is that right?
Early,
Yeah.
I gotta go
early
to a party
AF.
Wednesday night as well.
Yeah, well, there you go. I think I'm going to dinner with my mom, so I don't really have a big party night, but we have a good time. We'll have some drinks. And
Well, really,
stuff. We're
it's-
going over there, and so she can see the granddaughter, of course. So the old days of getting hammered on Wednesday nights is done
Yeah,
for me.
that's
now
over for you?
Now I go see the kid sees grandma. That's how we spend Drunksgiving.
It'll come around again. Just give it
Let's
about 30
give
years.
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
is
back out
you
there.
guys, you guys had a little parents' night out though last weekend though, right?
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
wedding on Saturday, and then got after it a little bit. Threw up in the toilet Sunday morning, and we're back. It's like we're back to early 20s. It was
what's different?
fantastic.
I
Yeah.
feel like if you don't throw up like post kids when you drink, it's like you didn't even get your money's worth.
You didn't do it right. Yeah. It was a good time. But anyway, no one gives a shit about that. NFL. We're talking NFL Week 11 this week. We'll have picks if you guys are brand new to the show. We got our standings. We'll go over here shortly. We'll go over the overall standings
Let's
for.
not.
Well, no, let's do. Let's do. I think
Not.
this is a good week to especially go over it. We're getting close to the end, and there's a lot of fun at
We
the
got-
top, and there's a lot
We
of
got
fun at the bottom.
7 weeks left.
There's it's getting close, Nick. It's getting close. As you get to the playoffs,
However you
you
wanna
get
look at it.
less and less games to pick. It gets fun. We'll go over the standings in a minute. We'll also go over the overall standings for the entire audience.
Mr. First Place. It's going quick. Last
yeah.
place, guys. Well, we got time.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Big Web. We got plenty of
We
time.
might do a
I'm with
full
you.
hour
I'm
segment
with you.
on the
We're right
panel
there, Big
standings.
Web. We're right there.
Absolutely.
I agree.
We'll read some comments here. Again, we kind of focus on the picks, and then we usually do the last half hour or 45 minutes on fantasy completely. So stay tuned. Appreciate you guys tuning in if you're brand new. Let's see. Pacheco or Mostert today? That's from Zeb.
I like Mostert.
Our
even
Mostert's
with
kind of
Achane
down. He's not going to get
starting.
the carries
Fine.
today.
Achan is back.
Achan's getting the carries
So
today.
he
back.
should be the overall starter today, I'm guessing. But
I don't know. I think he'll be second. He'll be second in. I think it'll
He'll
be
be
a lot
number
like
two.
what it was before he got injured. So he's
thought
going to need to
Mostert
average
had
12 yards a carry again.
yeah.
Mostert had a hair nail or something. Hold on.
He did, but
hair
he's gonna play, right?
Is that how you say it? It's hangnail, isn't it?
Hangnail.
Hair nail.
Hair lift.
where you got hair hanging out of your
Same
nails.
thing,
A hair
same
nail.
thing. It's lighter than a hangnail.
Big Web, we did post your parlay this week.
Yes.
A lot more hate than we've had the entire season.
Hello, haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke earlier.
Save
I read a few of those earlier today.
Hello,
Love ya.
haters.
Keep hanging. We're going to make it. Just hang in there.
I mean, people are Nick, can you read some of the things we got
Yeah,
this
let me
week?
go to
I was
TikTok.
actually
I
reading
love-
them this morning.
There's
I
some
love how
there's
this
some
has
new
become a
there's some
weekly
new
segment.
ones there that were kind of. I mean, there's a lot of poison in that comment section.
This is-
lot
I
of
gotta take
poison.
this coat off
There's
of
a lot
that.
of poison. Let's go to the comment section. We see 0-10 so far this year.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Guy loses every single week. He hasn't won a parlay all year long. I don't think this guy has hit one of these all year. Bro might actually win. Oh, there you go, Big Web.
There you go, bro.
Oh,
Bro
there's a
might
ca-
actually
There's
win.
a couple positives in this.
That's
thing.
good. I like
Teaser
that.
bet, fellas. Yep. Got to explain it. That's a teaser bet, not a
Yeah.
what
Someone
normal
was
bet.
they say, where'd you get that spread? Guess what? We put it in on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
That's
Cook Job says he's putting the rent on this, so there you go. Actually love this. So you're
Don't
getting-
put the rent on it.
Wow.
But I tell you, we're feeling good today.
I thought the haters were. I thought there was a lot of
This is the
poison. That
only
was pretty
one I've
positive.
Ever actually liked. You got more positive comments on this one, Big Web, than negative comments.
I don't. Well, what I was seeing was the main negative comments got like 150 likes on the comments.
Yeah,
so
they're
that's
all
what
at
I
the
was
top.
kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TJ, you gotta go down. All the negative comments are very much 200 likes on 0-10 this year. 99 likes on Guy loses
Yeah.
every single week.
I read 93 of them, and about 87 were bad. So.
What are you gonna do when you do hit? How are we gonna do this? How are you gonna talk shit? Because we got to see you
Well,
talk
I
shit.
talked to the mayor, and we're going to close the street up front here. And
Have a parade?
have
Oh, that'd be
parade
good.
in there, and we'll just come in.
A
little
parade.
Pomp and circus.
1 in
Little
10
pop-
on parlays. Let's have a parade.
Little parlay parade.
I love it.
No. We're going to be fine. Just hang in there.
Jokers 85 times in the chat says 49ers or Browns today.
They're not playing each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Who do they like in different games?
I just realized that.
Yeah,
I'd rather take the 49ers. Thank you.
Yeah, they're not playing each other, but I take the 49ers in a mythical matchup. Let's see.
Would you like corn or mashed potatoes? I don't know.
Goff or Herbert? That's from Buzz Around. I'm big on the Chargers today. I don't know.
You're just a Packers hater. It's every
I am
week.
a Packers hater. I
It's
am,
every
but
week.
it's been working out for me. And I will say this though, go Goff again with the Lions jersey, but Goff is lighting it up against the Bears today, so I would go Jerry Goff today.
I don't disagree with the
Herbie.
Herbert
He's going
take.
to have a game today. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get to the standings.
Yeah, get it over with.
Last week, here's what we had going on. So somebody named TJ Weber went 6-1.
There he goes.
Oh, God, it's just too easy. 6-1 for me. Tied for second was the audience, Big Web and Zook at 4-3, and then Nick all the way at the bottom at 2-5. Nick, your thoughts on the Buffalo Bills losing to Denver?
Yeah, I went for it last week, and it did not work out. I had a lot of islands. I think last week I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got shit wrecked. Probably worst game I've ever seen the Jaguars play. Niners, I've been calling fraudulent. They proved it on the road that they're not. And Bills, I fucking hate you. Figure it out.
Yeah, it's
And
tough.
just put an extra guy on the field. It'll work for you.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
The Bills
man, I
cost
tell
me
you
the
what,
loser
though.
pool on Monday night.
Did they really? Oh, that was your son
Fuckers.
of a bitch.
But
man.
you know what? Oh, so it was down to 6 of us. We all got out on the same week.
Really? So how's it work? Does it carry over to next year?
No, it got split 6 ways. It sucked.
Oh,
hard.
at least you win
I
something.
mean, yeah, I did.
You
that's
would have
what-
lost.
That's what
like,
my wife was saying. She's like, "Well, at least you won something. Like
Yeah.
it's better than losing." But like since the game was Monday night, there was 3 people had picked Texans to lose. They beat the Bengals on a walk-off field goal.
Yeah.
I think one person picked the Browns to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They won. That was a crazy football game that they came back in, and then it was me and one other person picked the Broncos to lose. So
Mm-hmm.
with those games done, it was down to me and one other person. Pot's like $1,200
Wow.
at this point.
Wow.
And so I'm thinking I have Bills -7 in our deal with the picks, but I'm like, just win the freaking game.
Right.
It's down to 2 of us.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple teams left. Like I hadn't picked the Steelers yet. I hadn't picked the Bears yet. I hadn't picked the Packers yet. Like I had some crap teams left that I could use.
Yeah.
And the Bills screwed me.
They did.
On the 12-man too.
Yeah.
Like they had so many
Yeah, they
opportunities
had it done.
to
They
come
missed
back
the
and
field
win.
goal, and then 12 men on the field, which is like that never happens in the NFL
I mean,
anymore. Like
to be fair though, they had so many more opportunities, like Zook just said, to win that game. They didn't do, and
Drop
so it's like-
passes.
Oh, they wholly deserve to lose. Like
4
yeah,
turnovers.
yeah. With the way they play, they deserve to lose that game.
I'm not gonna lie, that was like a villain origin moment for me. Like I've always sort of rooted for the Bills as like the underdog against like the Chiefs and sort of like the more NFL traditional blue bloods because I like them, small town like Buffalo comparatively to like the rest of the league, and I've kind of rooted. I like Josh Allen, like to
Sure.
root for them to get it done. Not anymore. Fuck that team. I'm out on them.
Wait a minute.
you're out of the
Little-
Bills completely,
Dude, no, I want them to lose every game they play now.
Little Mary
Wow.
Buffalo just baked a pie and she's got it in the window.
Oh, dude,
you
I'm-
just kicked it back into
I'm
their face.
off that team. They were frauds last year and got clowned by
Oh
the
my
Bengals in the
Yo,
playoffs.
that dude,
and
Big
they're
Mad
clowns
Child.
this year too.
Little Opie's riding his bike down the sidewalk. You just knock him into the sewer.
I had a season-long square entry on Josh Allen under 13.5 interceptions. We just finished 10 weeks. He's got 11 right now.
Oh yeah,
11
that's
picks.
done.
It's bad, man. And like honestly, I've been waiting for the turnaround. And what pisses me off is I have a chance to win a parlay division winner parlay that has every division.
I thought of
and
you
the
too
one
when they
that's
lost.
fucking me over is the
Yeah.
Bills of all
I had to
teams.
bet I had Bengals and Joe Burrow's fucking out for the season.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
me about
brutal.
it.
That's brutal. They're done. I mean, like, that's
Done,
it.
done.
Yeah, we got to talk about that Thursday game when we get to fantasy
fucking
too,
11
because
on
that was holy
Hold on,
cow.
let me gloat about the standings a little bit
Holy
longer.
cow.
Hold on. So we talked about last week's standings. Overall standings, boys, after week 10, I'm 47-21-2.
Impressive. You got to say.
It's very impressive. Come on. Zook is 42-26-2.
Also impressive.
Also impressive. Audience 41-25-4.
Really
Also
impressive.
impressive.
And here's what probably the best part of this whole thing. We have a tie for last. We have a tie for
Not
last.
so impressive.
Nick and Big Web 33-35-2. Big Web out of the basement, kind of. You were by yourself. Nick
We're on
has
the
a terrible
stairs.
week.
I passed Nick on the stairs. Now we're talking.
Yeah,
This
We're-
is good.
Yeah.
Listen though, but 2 games below 500. We got to give Big Web and myself our flowers too. For as bad as
This
we've
is true.
been, we're still almost 500. So
We may finish.
Almost.
We may all finish over 500.
I
goal
am
is
rooting
to
for that.
all-
I'm just rooting for Big Web to sign the board because he's never done it before.
Not happening.
I'll do my best. TJ, maybe you can consult me on my picks now.
Yeah. Oh,
Help me
my.
out a
Thank
little
you,
bit.
Nick. Wow, look at this.
Who's going to sign for the audience?
We'll bring Tolly back. So, I mean, he started it. So if they end up losing, like, it was Tolly's spot, technically. So he can sign it again.
Poor guy.
Of course. Mia says, can I watch anywhere other than this TikTok live? Yes, you can. We are live on YouTube right now. We're also live on, no, it's YouTube. Live on YouTube. You go to fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com, hit the YouTube link. There's also a button that says watch all the shows in full or whatever it says. Click that link and we're live on YouTube. You can see all of us live in studio, the full production, better cameras, all that good stuff. So love the TikTok audience. Stay on TikTok if you love it. But we do read comments on YouTube and trying to grow that audience as well. So
And what
there
you
go.
should do is sub to the YouTube channel, so that way you
Yes.
can find it next week, and
notified.
you can turn on your notifications too to be
that
notified
bell.
when we go live.
YouTube is so hard to grow. It is very tough compared to TikTok and Instagram.
It's a saturated market.
It is, but we got to keep it going. We got, we do our weekly shows on there too. So if you guys like the full broadcast, YouTube is where it's at.
Go
So
watch
check
the
it
old
out.
episodes as well if you want to.
Yes, that's it. Yep. You
I
can
don't know
watch
what that
all the old
information will
episodes.
do for you, but there's some good humor.
But I
there.
mean, we
good
do
humor.
the live show's fun because we screw around and sometimes they want to see like whose picks did what, and like I think that's what our show's made for. So yeah, you can go listen to it, or we have a podcast feed. All the links on fromthe50.com. So appreciate you asking, but yes, we are on YouTube as well. So anyway, yeah, tie for last. Nick and Big Web. It's gonna
Tough,
get interesting.
Tough.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Plenty
Big
of time
week.
though.
Big week, baby.
This is a big week. As far as the audience pick'em goes, the CBS Sports NFL pick'em, which if you didn't join this year, we do it
again.
every season. You can check it out next year. John Jameson and Kendall Ressler tied for first at 87 wins. Congratulations to them. Yes, absolutely deserved of some
Kendall.
applause. K. Roberts, Remax Gold. K. Roberts, Remax Gold. K. Roberts, 86 wins. She's in third. Amanda is in fourth at 85. Chris Secord and Grant Adelson tied for fifth with 83, and Matt Costa. And then also we have Frank Roberts and Terrence Johnson at 81. I'm the top panelist at 80. Big Web is second on the panel for the overall pick'em at 77. So there you go. That's what we got. We have the top 3 listeners winning an NFL jersey just for picking football games. So there you go.
Get it. Get
How
yourself
about
a
it?
jersey. Keep going.
Get yourself a
Get
jersey.
yourself a
And what Big
jersey,
Web and I were
Logan.
saying on the show last week is, while you're screwed if you haven't joined the Pick'em by now, as
Right.
TJ mentioned, I would still create your account and pick games. You get like basically free practice, and then your account is there for next year because
Yes.
we've been doing the same Pick'em for like
It
5 years now.
reactivates the
Yeah.
league, so
You don't have to,
basically
like,
stay in
re-sign
it.
up
Correct.
next year.
So
And-
you download it, you get it now while you're hearing about it, and then you can just join it and you're good to go.
And we had some listeners say, hey, why don't you guys do a weekly, which is really cool because it gets these new guys that hadn't started at the beginning of the year, it gets them involved for the weekly.
Yeah.
So we can brag about them weekly if they want to join now.
As we grow the show, I mean, the thoughts are to do more. Like, I'd love to do a Survivor Pool type of thing. I would love to do more and more with the audience. But, this is a good start, and we got a lot of people involved, and we just got to see how to take it to the next step.
Yeah,
That's just what it is.
even if we don't give anything right now, it'd be just like a weekly mention to win the week. If you guys want to join right now and win the week and beat everybody that's been playing, good practice for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, real quick, let's talk about Thursday night, and then we'll get to the picks. So, Joe Burrow goes down. I mean, weird spot where, once again, remind me who the first team was that didn't disclose an injury that got in trouble this year. There was a big story about
Oh.
it. Who the fuck
Oh
was
man,
it?
who was that?
I don't know.
I guess it wasn't
Was
that
it
big a
Lamar
deal if I
Jackson
can't
or not?
remember it.
Oh
No, it
no,
wasn't
Bijan
Lamar.
Robinson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was the
it.
Bijan Robinson
That's it.
I was at
headaches.
that game. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
we
was-
talked to
How could
Bijan.
I forget?
It was Bijan with the Falcons, and the Falcons, I think, got in trouble through the league for not disclosing his illness.
His was a little bit different though because it was kind of like day of like migraine. Woke up with a migraine, so it's like
Right.
they were like maybe he'll play. We'll dress him. This one though,
This
with
was
the
worse
wrist,
to
This
me.
was
I
wild.
agree,
He was
Nick.
shown with a hand brace, right?
off the bus, like when he got to the stadium, he had a thing on his hand,
off the
and
bus.
nothing. He was fully healthy, no like injury designation either way. So you're healthy
Well,
if they don't say anything. Like,
And that's one the NFLPA could get involved with because depending, I'm sure Burrow wanted to play, but now he's out for the season.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more implications than the Bijan one where it was just a weekly thing. This one is, now out for the season. Like NFLPA could get involved here, and the Bengals could be in some trouble with this.
Well,
Yeah.
and to me, why I thought it was such BS, and why I kind of hope they get in a little bit of hot water over it. And it sounds like the league's gonna investigate it, is because when you don't disclose like an injury like that, like it's not like he injured something else. I mean, they should have disclosed it anyways, but he had that little like brace on his hand. He ripped a ligament in his wrist. Like clearly he had an injury going into the game.
Yes.
Whether he was I know they removed the probable designation, and maybe that needs to come back because they either have to list you as questionable, which is a 50-50 chance, or is how the league defines it, or not. So maybe they need to bring back the probable. But yeah, dude, when he rips a ligament on his hand that he had a brace on getting off the plane and you never disclose the injury, like there's millions of dollars on these games
Oh,
now.
tell me
God,
about
as
it.
as
My-
betting becomes more and more legalized, like
and
you can't do that.
fantasy's so big too. Like, I mean, there's so many things. The NFL is an entertainment business, and when you have something like this happen, first, like you said, if he had an injury enough where if he did play, he was going to have a serious injury. That's massive. Where like again,
Yeah.
now Joe Burrow's not playing the rest of the season. They may not have made the playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't matter. You still that's all this money. People don't want to watch Jake Browning play football this year. Like, let's be honest here.
Not to mention my $37 same game where I had him for over yards.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that lost.
Did they they didn't give you any refund, did they? Because he played like
I
a
haven't-
quarter and a half or whatever.
I haven't bitched yet, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, it was crazy, but you saw it when he threw that first ball and he just like dropped to the ground with like holding his arm and holding his
Yeah, that
hand, and then he did on the sideline. He tried to like warm up again and did the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
this dude's done, man.
Yeah,
but I didn't
bad.
think it'd be season ending. I thought it was like some kind of just wrist injury, a couple weeks. Now I was like,
Well,
I didn't
because you
know.
don't really hear about like, yeah, guy out for the year ripped a ligament in his wrist. Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
It's crazy. It is wild and it sucks for the for the NFL fans, to be honest. Joe Burrow's fun to watch and that offense is legit, and now it's just obviously the Bengals aren't making the playoffs, which is crazy to think now. They've been
And probably the Bills too. If you've looked at their
Yes.
upcoming schedule,
two
like,
straight AFC championships. Now the Bengals are not going to be there. That's why they're in last place. Burrow's done. I don't see how they could possibly come back. So it's crazy.
Speaking of injuries, Cleveland worked out Joe Flacco this week.
Yes, elite
Goodness
Joe Flacco.
gracious,
Elite.
I didn't see that.
Love that.
I love
Do
that.
you guys want to talk about the whole Mark Andrews hip drop tackle
Oh,
thing
that was
that's
bad,
been
too.
getting brought up too?
Yeah.
Now they're trying to like outlaw that tackle.
trying to outlaw every tackle?
I know.
I would hate to be a
I didn't
defensive
see
player
what
in the
happened
NFL.
in that game
Unbelievable.
with Mark Andrews.
He kind of turned around, and as he was going to the end zone, I think it was Logan Wilson. Tackled him like innocuous. I mean, Mark Andrews is a big guy.
Yeah.
You try tackling him stand up, and he's also trying to keep him out of the end zone, so he's trying to like drop his weight backwards, which like it's not a dirty play, like it happens all the time. But yeah, landed on his leg, similar to like why they outlawed the horse collar. He's now out for the year too.
It's football, man. Like, just
Yeah.
fucking let him
Just play the
Shit-
game. Less
weird
injuries
shit's
if you
gonna
just
happen.
play.
That's my take too. Is like unless you're gonna put flags on these guys, like there's no way.
Buzz
to,
literally says flag football. They're moving
Yeah.
to. I mean, because
Yeah, like weird
can't-
shit's gonna
you can't
happen.
do
Injuries
it.
are gonna happen. Yeah, it sucks, but it's part of the game.
As
It is,
an NFL player, like a defensive player going after the quarterback, especially, like they can't put their weight on them. They can't tackle them
Yeah.
below the belt. They can't do so. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to hold up and then think about 5 different ways to tackle?
Yeah.
No, they just
No,
they're
you
they're
can't.
paid to tackle the quarterback.
Tackle 'em.
And I understand the NFL wants to have high-powered, high offensive games. Like no one wants to watch. Most of the people don't want to watch a 10-3 game with the Steelers and the fucking Browns
Gonna see it
without
today.
Watson. That's what I'm saying. So, but the NFL does this shit to keep the ball moving down the field. But there's a point where it's like very obvious they're looking for stupid shit. Like they throw more flags for other teams and. we all see it happen.
It's true.
Like,
As an athlete, if you're slowing down, you're trying to think of all these things or be softer or something, you're going to get hurt. You're not playing the goddamn game right, and you're going to get hurt.
it should not be also the fact that they throw flags 5 seconds after a play. Like, you literally see, I mean, most of the time you'll see a flag go right away. Like, okay, that could have been holding or pass interference.
Yeah.
Once a guy goes down, he belly aches, then they throw the flag. That's bullshit.
Listen to the
That is
bitching,
just-
and then they throw it. Yeah, fuck that.
even if it's for my team, I'm like, what are we doing here?
Exactly.
Like, just, it's just annoying. You know what's not annoying, though? Sharps, the better social network.
No way.
Yeah, Sharps with a Z, Big Web. So you can go to WeberBets.com or FromThe50.com. Download the Sharps app. It's a social network for sports bettors. You can track your bets, your friends' bets, and you can interact with friends in the sports betting community. And what's awesome about it is you can post all your parlays, your picks. You can interact with the audience. You can put pictures, videos, all this awesome stuff and interact with the sports betting community. Best part, though, you don't have to put your own bets in. It can take all of the major sports books and connect them directly to the app. So
It's already there.
BetMGM, DraftKings, FanDuel, all these other ones, you can go directly, you sign in, and they track your bets, and you share it directly. It also tracks your record and shows your last 10, all kinds of percentages. It's a lot of fun. You can either have, the serious handicappers and follow them, or you can have fun with like Big Web and myself and interact with us and give a shit about our picks. It's awesome.
It's a blast.
It's something that isn't out there really. I mean, there's apps that have it, but Sharps is really one of those new apps that's starting to take it to the next level. I love their setup, and again, I've talked to their CEO and as I kind of partner with them, and he knows what he's doing. It's just a really good idea, and they're taking it to the next level. So help out the show, help out the Sharps app. It's Sharps with a Z, the better social network. You can get involved right now if you go to FromThe50.com and click the button that says Join Big Web and Weber Bets on Sharps. It takes you right to the App Store. You download the app with our link, and you help the show out. So there it is. The Sharps app, Sharps with a Z, the better social network. All right, let's do it. Let's get into our picks. If you guys are brand new to the show, here's how it works. We
they got
have
music.
7,
Oh, yeah.
and music is back.
Oh, yeah.
7 total
Music is
picks.
back. Love that.
Every single week, we pick 4 of the main ones. This week, the great Nick Talley used to take Sunday Night Football. Because Sunday Night Football sucks so much, we did Monday Night Football with Eagles and Chiefs. I think that was the right move.
I think so too.
So we got 4 games. We have the Toilet Bowl game of the week, our underdog picks of the week, and our locks of the week. By the way, gentlemen, I didn't mention I am 10-0 on locks this year. 10-0 on locks.
Impressive. Very
Woo,
impressive.
Very
How do
impressive.
you like today? We'll find out.
So
Quit
stay
jacking yourself
tuned for
off.
that.
Let's get to the picks.
Hey, take it easy over there. All right, first game we got the Chicago Bears. Hey, wait, someone going to do line check for me?
Yeah, I got you.
Nick's got me. And also, audience. Big Web, the commissioner of the audience picks. You guys are picking with us. So please, in the comments, put who you like on each of these games. And also, you're going to have underdog picks, locks, all this good stuff. So please be aware. Be available in the chat. Big Web will monitor. Here we go. Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. I believe the Lions are -7.5, Nick.
Correct. 7.5.
What do we got, Big Web?
I'll tell you what, I like the over mostly in this football game, but I think, mainly because I think Justin's going to show up and play. So I think they're going to get some points, but they're not going to get enough points. The Lions are at home in the Dome. Give me the Lions to cover that spread.
Zook.
I am going to fade Big Web. I'm going to take the Chicago Bears in this one. Justin Fields playing in this game, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So I think that he makes them a lot more frisky. I think I would have taken the Lions if it was still Tyson Bagent. But with Justin Fields back in the lineup, I think that makes them a little bit... I think that makes them just frisky enough. If you look at the Lions defense, too, anytime they've stepped up in class or had to face a running quarterback like Lamar Jackson, we saw what happened there. I think they're going to have a tough time defending Justin Fields. And I think he's also eager to have a good game and prove a lot. I mean, this next 6 weeks for him is almost like a tryout for another team because he's not going to be on the Bears next year. So,
Wow. Hot take.
I think that this is a big stretch for him, and I think he's going to play well enough to cover the spread.
Nick.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Zook on the Bears, which is why I'm going to go the opposite way and take the Lions because my picks are shit. So we're going to stick with Big Web here and the Lions. Lions play well at home. It's Thanksgiving week, so you're going to have them here on Sunday, and then I assume they're at home again on Thursday.
Yeah, they'll be
Yes.
shitting on the Packers. I will be picking the Lions.
that'll
on
be
that.
awesome.
So
It's
they're-
already decided.
this is always a good week for the Lions. Lions have been playing well, and so we'll take the Lions, even though the hook scares me a little bit here.
Yeah, the number was up to 10.5 at the start of the week, so it's gotten all the way
Yeah.
down to 7.5, which is big.
When it was
yeah.
like 8.5, I think, like last night, wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's gone
definitely
down.
moving in the direction of the Bears.
The Bears are definitely getting some money on them. With Fields back, it does scare me a little bit with the number, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the Lions today. They're at home playing great football. That defense has to figure it out. I mean, the Chargers, they just let teams hang around. I should be optimistic about the season, but I'm just worried about that damn defense. Here's what I'll say though. It's still the Bears. Their defense is terrible. Fields hasn't played in a long time, so he might have some struggles early. The Lions should be able, they'll win this game, but the 7.5 is tough. I'm going to hope that they just blow them out of the water in the fourth quarter and win by 10. Give me the Lions minus 7.5. What do we got, Big Web, for the audience?
Overwhelming to the Lions.
All right.
Shocking.
Shocking.
I said that last week when when we were hosting the show. Is TJ's Lions Army comes out during
Exactly.
these.
I gotta love it, baby.
Yeah.
You gotta love
The
it.
followers.
Gotta love it. By the way, I picked up a game on Nick with our bet, our Lions and Jaguars bet. That's big.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh,
You
that
did.
is huge.
That's big. All right, so Zook is on an island with the Chicago Bears. Not a bad pick. 7.5 is going to be a tough one. All right, next one we have the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. Bills desperately need a win. What's the number? Is it 6.5?
It is now 8.5 for the Bills.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Wow. Big Web.
This one should be low scoring. I see the Bills winning. I was liking the 6.5 before. Garrett Wilson's dinged up a bit. Zach Wilson's an idiot.
Save that.
God, what is 8.5? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows they're coming to play today.
Give me
They have
Buffalo.
to.
Give me Buffalo. God damn it, give me Buffalo.
Zook.
Yeah, I know I just got done talking a ton of shit about him, but this is a lot more about Zach Wilson and the Jets offense than it is about the Bills. Also, too, I still, even like through the struggles, I don't think Josh Allen's getting like a ton of help. Like that's a big reason why he's throwing it to the other team. And when you look at it statistically, he's actually having a monster season still, even with all the interceptions and the struggles they've had. I think he's gonna kind of have an explosion vintage Josh Allen game today, and because of that, I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills.
Nick.
Yeah, I also fucking hate the Buffalo Bills, but I mean, Zook's absolutely right. At some point, the Buffalo Bills have to be the Buffalo Bills. They fired their OC last week. They're blaming everybody but Josh Allen right now, who has 10, 11 picks on the year. He's got to figure it out. It's time to figure it out, and it's going to start today against the Jets. Divisional game. They're one game back of the Dolphins right now. This is, at some point, Buffalo's going to turn it around, and this seems like a great opportunity against the Jets defense. That's tough, but you're going up against the Jets team that's very beatable here.
Yeah, it's man. So Nick's got Buffalo too. What does the audience have, real quick, before I go to
Clean
mine?
sweep Bills.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Bills still. I'm worried about this week, but I bet on the Bills. I got them at 6.5 last night, which was
So did
fucking
I.
awesome.
Yeah.
So I can't pick against the Bills, even if it's a bad number. Like, if I didn't have a bet on them, I'd probably take the Jets, but for that reason, I'm taking Buffalo. I can't root against them.
I like it.
They're going to win this game. I mean, if they lose this game, they are in shambles. I mean, probably the worst we've seen in a long time. They have to win today. I'm going to take them. 8.5's tough, but give me the Bills. Clean sweep. Congratulations to Jets bettors on your plus 8.5. Unbelievable. All right, next one we got Vegas. Very interesting game here, in my opinion. Vegas and Miami. 14, Nick? Is that the number?
Let's do a quick line check here. Scroll to find Vegas. Why isn't this game on the board right now?
I saw
there it
14
is.
this
Yeah,
morning.
14.
Holy
Minus
shit.
14
Yeah.
for
Big
Miami
Web.
at home against the Raiders.
Huge number here, but there's a new vibe for the Raiders, new coach, two
You gotta
wins
say
in a
the
row.
Raiders.
Raiders have 2 in a
The
row.
Raiders.
I'll tell you what, though, Miami at home, you even throw out the 70-point scoring day. They score in the 30s all day long in Miami at home. Give me the Dolphins.
Wow. All right. Zook.
I'm going to go ahead and, again, fade Big Web. I was with Big Web a lot last week and only ended up 4-3 as a result. So
Hey, that was pretty good. 4-3.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy about it.
we're 4-1 going into the primetime games, then ended up just one game over 500. We had a potential for a big week, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the Raiders. The Raiders to cover 14 points. If this game's in September, I think maybe I take the Dolphins, but. These games get tighter, I think, as the season goes on, and I also feel like we've maybe reached the point of diminishing returns. There was another game, the Niners and the Bucks is almost 2 touchdowns. I feel like if that game 3 or 4 weeks ago is like a touchdown.
Right.
Now it's like at 14. Like you're seeing these favorites become long favorites. So I like the point that Big Web made about the coach and the vibe. They're playing a little harder because of that. I think that they're gonna cover the 14. I don't feel great about it because Miami could just. I mean, they could score 70
They could score a
points.
lot.
Shit, really.
But I'll take the Raiders to cover and hang around.
Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, there's a reason this number's so big in Miami at minus 14, and it's twofold here, okay? Only 2 facts you need to know. Raiders, run defense, 29th in the league.
Woo.
Number 2, the return of the rookie, Devin Achane today. Last time him and
Like
Mostert,
it.
they were scoring 6 touchdowns a game between the two of them. He's healthy. He's good to go. He's active. Both of them, I think, have a field day today.
Wow.
So I think that's why that number's so big down there in Miami. Give me the Dolphins, minus 14.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm taking Vegas plus 14. This Vegas team, a little feisty, Zook. A little feisty.
A little feisty.
They got the new coach. Devontae's had a couple decent fantasy days. I like
Aiden
the
O'Connell.
rookie Aiden O'Connell
Yeah.
a little bit. Here's what I'll say. They're going to get the shit kicked out of them for a while, but I think they cover 14. I
You
think
can
this
get
is,
the shit kicked out of you and lose by 14.
Yes,
like in
I
the
think
NFL.
they'll come back.
It's not
They'll be
college
down
football.
20, score a late touchdown in the
Yeah.
4th, cover 14. That's where I'm at on this. Miami's a great team. Achane back. I'm playing against him in fantasy. Not great. But here's what I think. I think Miami will get up early, and they'll kind of coast, and Vegas will make a last-minute
But the
cover.
problem is they'll take Jacobs out of the game then, and they won't have that. It'll be
Jacobs hasn't done
one-dimensional.
shit
They'll
all
be-
year
they'll be-
anyway.
They'll
I
be
mean,
one-dimensional passing.
it doesn't matter.
They'll
That's
get
what I
blown out.
I don't think so, but go ahead.
Historically, to cover like the touchdown or more, and we're talking 2 full touchdowns.
It's a lot of
in
points
this
in the
game.
NFL.
Like historically, I don't like picking the favorites to cover that if they don't have like a great. They have to have an offense that can obviously score points, but you've got to have a really good defense too. I think Miami's defense is just is average.
Yeah, this isn't the Giants and Tommy DeVito, by the
Yeah.
way. I mean, like the Raiders been moving the ball last 2 weeks, not against great competition. Well, they played the Jets. I mean, but they beat the Jets. Like
And
they
they've
didn't
got
score
skills.
a lot, but
They've got
right.
skill guys everywhere. the
Our
Raiders do.
pick is based on Miami scoring kind of first.
Yeah.
You if the Raiders score first and they up 7, it's 21-0.
So here's what I think. If you like Miami today to cover 14, I would also parlay that with Miami team total because it's probably like 23.5 or something. If you think they're going to cover 14, I'd take the team total over too, right? I mean, you think
a
it
good idea.
should both work.
No, I hear
So-
you. I hear you.
Yeah. What does the audience have?
They like the Raiders.
Yeah, they do.
The
They do.
Raiders.
Points.
All right.
They know winners when they see them.
Gotta love it. You gotta love it. They're waiting for my picks, obviously. Understandable. All right, we got not Sunday night football because that game sucks. We got Monday night football. We got Philly and Kansas City, arguably one of the best games of the season. Nick, I had Kansas City minus 2.5. Is that still correct?
That is correct. Kansas City 2.5 at home.
Okay, Big Web.
Can't you give me 3?
Nope.
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 Not a
Can't do
damn
it.
chance.
I think it's going to be a field goal game, and I was loving the fact that it was 3 earlier because at least I'd get a push when I'm picking Philly. But that's not happening. Andy Reid has a great record following buys. Great rematch at a Super Bowl.
Don't do it.
Give me the Eagles.
All right. Zook.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs for me is pretty much an auto pick under a field goal. I'm taking KC. I mean, I don't have the level of confidence I had in this one. Who were they playing the last time they were? It was Miami in Germany. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one felt like a lock. I don't feel quite that way about this game, but KC, man, ball control. They've got a better defense this year. I know that they haven't been as sexy offensively, but they win football games, man. So like under a field goal, I love the KC Chiefs. I'll take them all day.
Use the L word. Nick.
Uh-oh.
So this is by far one of the best games of the year. Monday Night Football. I'm so excited for this one. I'm excited that Big Web is on the Eagles because I'm going with the Chiefs minus 2.5. I think this is one of 2 games this week that we're going to be separated on. It's going to come down to Monday Night Football to see who's in the basement and who's in fourth.
See who
So
goes 7-0 and who doesn't.
That's
a
right.
lot riding on this game tonight, or on Monday night rather. I'm excited for that one. So give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Big Web. I'm taking Philly,
Dude,
I
it's-
Attaboy.
I think they're the better team here.
Oh.
I
The
think they're
audience, by
better
the way,
team.
it's back and forth.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you got, Big Web? You're the commissioner here.
KC.
KC.
Okay.
All right. So I'm taking Philly. to me, this is a very even matchup. I think this is the Super Bowl revenge game. I think the Eagles are going to be playing perfect football. Chiefs have had more issues than the Eagles have this year. They've been a little inconsistent. Is Taylor Swift at the game this week?
That's what that's what Mikey asked.
Mikey's asking if she's there, I'm taking the Chiefs.
She is going to be at the game this week. The Kelseys and the Swifts are meeting for the first time. Their families are both going to be at that game
Wow.
because both Kelsey brothers are playing. A lot of implications on this
That's
Monday
great
night
to hear.
game there in Kansas City.
It is great to hear. Okay.
That's headline grabbing
So the whole
stuff.
Swift family will be there.
All right.
How about those
In the
frequent
Kelsey-
flyer
or in the
miles,
Kelsey
baby?
box.
Yeah, it's
Frequent
good
flyer
stuff.
miles. I guess when you got a private jet,
I hope she can afford it. I don't think she has enough
frequent
to.
flyer mile deal.
Yeah, I don't think she can afford to fly that much, can she?
No,
That's
she
crazy.
can't.
Yeah.
She can't.
Only owns like 3 jets, probably. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Philly. I think they're better than the Chiefs. I'll be honest with you. I think they're better.
I do
I'm
too.
gonna take the better team plus points here, and it's 2.5. I'll take it. All right, we have the toilet bowl game of the week. We have the New York Giants. God, they're bad. And the Washington Commanders. Commanders, was it 6.5, 7? What was it, Nick?
Commanders are 9.5.
Good
home.
Lord. Yeah. Big Web?
Danny DeVito's nephew
Nice.
was 14 out of 27 last week for 86 yards, but that was against the Cowboys. But he also had 2 touchdowns, so he's a little feisty. Too many points here for the toilet bowl game. Give me the Giants and Danny DeVito's nephew.
Gross. Zook?
Yeah, have fun rooting for that one. I don't feel that strongly about this, but I've watched a decent amount of that Cowboys Giants for reasons I can't tell you.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I think that was the local game. I think I had.
why?
I had Red Zone on the iPad, so that diverted my attention. But I
Yeah.
did watch Danny DeVito and the Giants offense too much. Bird box level, need to just close your eyes and gut it out. But needless to say, I'm going to take the Commanders. I can't do DeVito.
Nick?
Yeah, we were locked down on that Cowboys-Giants game last week. We needed Brandon Aubrey field goals to move on to the finals of that little competition we were in with
Guy, I
Prize
love
Pick.
sports betting. I mean,
Fuck
you just root
you,
for the most
Brandon
random
Aubrey.
shit. Sports betting's the best.
Fuck you, Mike McCarthy, for not kicking field goals. You piece of shit. I hope you get fired. I hope your family. No, we're
Dallas
not.
police.
Yeah, take it easy. Whoa.
Dallas police show up at the door. Here comes the Dallas
But
police.
give me the fuck the toilet bowl. Give me the dog and the points.
I think Nick
Not
was saying,
watching.
I hope your family has a great Thanksgiving. Is
Yeah,
what
that's
he
exactly
meant.
what he meant.
That's what it was.
That's
Exactly.
where I was going.
100%. All right, Nick's got the Giants. I'm going to split the difference. I'm taking Washington here, too. Just because the Giants are awful. Tommy DeVito, awful. Washington actually airs the ball out a little bit. Sam Howell, he's got a cannon.
That's
What
why
do you do?
that's why I'm picking them, man.
Yeah, why
Lot of
not?
points.
Decent defense too.
Decent defense. Give me the Commanders here, minus 9.5, and who cares? Audience, what do they got, Big Web?
I didn't look at all.
All
I
right.
think they got the Commanders.
All right, Commanders.
Am I on
the
an island
board.
here?
No, it's you and Mr. Yale.
Mr. Yellen Island. Sure.
So you both get to not move up because of this pick.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fantastic.
Again, I'm not. I'm playing strategic here. I'm not gonna lose a fucking.
He just wants to lose
Not
Monday
gonna
night.
lose.
That's the only thing he wants to lose is Monday night.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not gonna lose a record pick on a bullshit game. So I'm
That's
sticking
fair.
with Big Web.
That's fair.
Well, we've got to make Nick go first next time then.
All right, we have our dogs of the week. Audience, this is also with you guys. You guys put your underdog picks. Put the team and the points that you got, or we can look up the spreads for you. But put your top dog of the week in the chat now. Big Web, what do you got?
The Vikings are playing better under Dobbs. But the defense is better. Nobody knows about that. The defense is better. Broncos had that gift of a win Monday night. They're better also, but the Vikes are getting a full 3, right, Nick?
Let's do a line check on Minnesota. They are. Where's Minnesota? I saw 2.5 earlier.
Stop me. Stop it. Stop it.
Three. Back to 3. Big Web. Back to three.
Beautiful.
Back to
Do it quickly. The Vikings plus 3, please.
3. Vikings.
All right, Zuck.
I was sort of toying between a couple of them. Vikings were one of them. Can I please get a line check, Mr. Yale, on the
Sounds like a
Tampa
spelling
Bay
bee.
Buccaneers and the
Country of
Cardinals?
origin.
Looks like a substitute
You are
teacher.
getting 13.5 for the
Yeah.
Buccaneers.
Am
on
I
the
5.5 with the
road.
Cards?
The Niners, Cardinals. You're getting 5.5 on the road in Houston.
Wow.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead with the dead number here and take the Cardinals on the road against the Houston Texans, the darling of the AFC right now. People are loving the Texans, and I like the Texans too, but I think the Cardinals are really interesting and intriguing with Kyler Murray. I think he makes them competitive, and
Big
I
Web's
think
a huge fan of him.
similar to Justin Fields, I think this is a big stretch for Kyler Murray to determine whether or not the Cardinals are going to take a quarterback or not, depending on how many of these games they win. So, bit of a weird number here. I'll just go ahead and ride the Cardinals as my dog.
So you got Cardinal. I just want to make sure I got this right. 5.5.
Plus
5.5.
And then Minnesota's +3.
+3 on Minnesota.
+3. All right, Nick, what do you got?
Yeah, both Big Web and Zook were thinking the same way. I was thinking, looking at these two games, really do like Kyler Murray a lot. I do think he's the guy there in Arizona. Now that he's back healthy, he played really, really well last week in his first game back. And I just can't – I like that 5.5 number, but C.J. Stroud and the Texans have just been playing very well. I think they could win that one by a touchdown. So I'm going to go with Minnesota. We go with Big Web, +3, I agree. Josh Dobbs.
See what he's doing? You see what he's doing?
I had Minnesota.
He already had it in I already had it because of the text. I will be fair with him.
I believe
I had
you.
Minnesota in my
I
picks
got
before.
you.
I know Big Web also had him in his picks, but Minnesota, again, on the road. I do think they're playing Broncos coming off a miraculous win there on the road in Buffalo. I think they're going to return to the old Broncos. Minnesota, much better football.
I mean, we got to do here. We got to hammer the Broncos. The two guys in last place would have the same dog. We have to hammer the Broncos
gotta
today.
hammer
Let's
the
be honest here.
Exactly. Go Eagles.
Audience, let us know what you got. Keep putting in your dogs. I saw a few. Big Web will look at them here in a second. I'm doubled up on Vegas. I've been a big fan of Vegas and the Steelers this year. They've been doing really. I had them at good times. 14 points is a shit ton, man. Good times. 14 points is a shit ton in the NFL, and they moved the football now, man. And let me tell you something. Miami's they're good, but they have shown some signs of kind of backtracking a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and take Vegas +14. It's a lot of fucking points, man. It's not the Giants. It's the Raiders. The Raiders. I'm taking them +14.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
Yeah. What do you see, Big Web?
All I'm seeing is Minnesota here. Did anybody see anything else? Seriously, that's what I see.
I see
Oh,
Minnesota.
baby.
I thought I
Minnesota, Josh
saw. Let's see what we got here. I guess Minnesota, Raiders. Yeah, I'll give Minnesota. Sure, Minnesota for the audience. +3.
All right.
One guy
all right.
said Lions, but that does not qualify.
Yeah, they're not a dog today.
Lions is not a dog.
All right, so locks. Audience, again, send in your locks of the week, your best pick of the week right now. Big Web, what do you got?
Have you guys seen the Dallas injury report this week?
I've not.
So Jerry Jones has an elbow with reaching for his wallet, and one of the cheerleaders twisted her ankle. Other than that, they have no injuries. Dallas has no injuries. You got to love Dallas dominating today. And Bryce he can't see over the line of scrimmage. Dallas will cover that 10.5, right, Nick?
You are getting, let's see, are you
Losing.
at 10.5? Yep, on the road in Carolina, 10.5.
Okay.
I'll take it all day.
All right, Zook.
I am going to go ahead and give you guys a weird one.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and take the LA Rams minus, I think, about 1.5
Okay.
against the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
The Rams,
Boy,
if
we'd
you
love
remember,
that for the
if you remember
division.
back in week 1, the Rams clowned Seattle. Seattle has looked okay. I think they have taken a minor step back. They're obviously still a pretty good football team. But Sean McVay and the Rams, in the last 10, 9-1 against the spread. Obviously, with the win at Seattle earlier, they get Matthew Stafford back today. I've lost track of who's fucking running the ball for them. But Seattle Seahawks, with they play like a lot of cover 3, and the two receivers that the Rams have also healthy, Kupp and Nakua now. I think that they're gonna win the game outright today. So I'll take the Rams at home.
Nick, what do you got?
Yeah, so I'm going to my Jacksonville Jaguars after a horrible loss last week at home. They've still at home this week, and they won the last five games before they got crushed last week against the Niners. They lead the standings. They're playing the basement dweller Tennessee Titans. I do like Will Levis, but I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't getting enough here. 6.5 is the number. It's under a touchdown. I think they can win this game by 10, so I'll take the Jaguars.
All right, so you said 6.5, correct?
6.5, minus 6.5.
Okay,
Yep.
audience, before I do my pick, again, locks right now. We got a few, but let's get a bunch. Put in your top pick of the day right now in the chat. I'm going with the Chargers. Is it -3, Nick? Is that correct?
Yep, -3 on the road in Green Bay.
-3 on the road in Green Bay. Brandon Staley is still coaching for his job. Tough loss last week to the Detroit Lions. They scored a shit ton of points, though. Mike Williams out. A lot of their receivers out. Doesn't matter. Keenan Allen came back in a massive game for them. They can move the football. Guess who can't? The Green Bay Packers. So give me the low number there. Give me the Chargers -3. Love LOVE this pick. I'm 10-0 on locks this year. I almost went with the Jaguars as well, but I'm taking the Chargers -3, my top pick. Big Web, what do we got for the audience?
I do like that.
I'm
pick.
seeing Houston, and a couple with the Browns now late. So
I see under for that. I think Houston was the overall pick. Let's go Houston. -5.5, correct?
-5.5.
-5.5. All right.
-5.5.
And there's our picks for Week 11 of the NFL, guys. Thanks for listening in to the picks. We have now the rest of the time to answer fantasy questions and take your calls.
Real quick.
Go ahead, Nick. What do you got?
Real quick, I got a tight end parlay. We want to do tight end parlay?
I have one too.
I have one too.
Oh, yeah. How'd you guys do last week, by the way? You guys did one without me.
We got the
No,
one.
we
We
didn't
never
win.
officially put it in, but a lot of the tight ends we did say scored.
Oh,
so
good.
Yeah.
We never.
We didn't.
But-
We
I believe you.
the 3 we had officially, it would not have hit.
That's
but
good.
Gotcha.
That's great
so I
to
got
hear.
3 here. 2 are big guys. 1 is a stretch, who's actually the favorite.
All right.
TJ Hawkinson +250 at the Broncos. Dalton Kincaid +200 home against the Jets. And then Trey McBride on the road
I like
against the Texans. Kyler Murray targeted Trey McBride a shit ton last week. He's actually +195. The other guys are +200 or more. $10 pays $300.
Wow.
Didn't we have 2 of those last week? I think it was 2 of our 3 from last week.
Yeah, 2 or 3. That's not bad.
2 of
Yeah, we
our
talked
3.
Hawkinson and Kincaid, who both scored last week, I believe.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right.
We did have Laporta though, who he did not score, right?
He did
We
not
had
score last
Laporta,
week, no.
who
Everybody else
again,
on the team did,
sold.
except Laporta, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibbs scored 2. Gotta love it. God, he's back. This is great. I mean, I've been waiting for this. This is like my fantasy
have been
team's
waiting
on
for
fire.
Gibbs.
My team's
Yeah.
winning. It's fantastic. I think here's what I got, Nick. I actually did 4 tight ends this week.
Okay.
Oh my.
So I was at a party, a gathering last night, and I started asking people name random tight ends. That's where I'm at now on the tight end parlay. I didn't take everything that everybody said because I got I think a Mike Gesicki and a Hunter Henry. So I kind of said I'm not listening to you anymore. So I took Dalton Schultz of the Texans,
Okay.
Travis Kelce, if never heard of him, he plays for the Chiefs, Sam Laporta, and Cole Kmet. Those 4. Plus 3,447. $5 pays $177.
Okay.
That's some odds there. boy.
Schultz, Kelce, Laporta, Kmet. Let's fucking go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Actually, that's
can get behind
that's
that.
nice.
It's juicy. I like
That's
it.
juicy.
Juicy. Go. What you got?
Can I address the haters here for a second?
Sure. Let's hear.
So
listen in, haters.
Wednesday, Wednesdays, we put in our 5-pick teaser. We went with the Cardinals over 41.5. Jaguars -2.5.
Yeah.
The Jets Buffalo under 44.5. Pittsburgh Cleveland under 44.5. And here's where they're crying. It was 37.5 when I placed it.
Okay.
And then the Lions -2.5.
Where does this guy get these lines? These aren't the right lines.
That's what they
What's
say.
this guy doing?
We just did a spread check, Big Web. That's not the right line.
Has he ever won a game?
So here's where we're at.
Have you ever won anything?
So we address. Here's how I address you haters. 105. This was Tuesday. 105 paid 504. But this morning, 122 pays 500.
Okay.
So we went ahead and upped it. The damn numbers are right and the spreads are right. Look here, it's right fucking there. 122 pays 500. Love you haters. Keep it coming.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. Let's see. You guys can send in your fantasy questions. Call in from the50.com. Hit the call button and get involved. You can, again, we'll do rapid fire fantasy. We'll also do talk parlays, everything for the next half hour or so.
I do have one bonus
Oh,
bet.
Jesus Christ.
One bonus bet.
One bonus bet.
The audience is just waiting to get comments. I got
No,
one more
it doesn't
thing.
have to be told now. Just do it at the 11th hour, but I got a bonus bet that must be
This is
heard
the
at
11th
the end of
hour.
the show.
You must wait for the bonus bet. Check in for the bonus bet.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
Mia
you.
says thoughts on the Niners. Your thoughts on the Niners, gentlemen?
They're back.
I think they're
The
pretty
Niners,
awesome.
Niners are back.
Pretty sweet.
I
Yeah,
will say
I
I
don't
don't
know. I
love
mean,
-2 touchdowns though.
Yeah.
Again, they had a big week last week against my Jaguars. I'm not fully sold on the back train, but Chase Young, fantastic addition to that defense to be able to get after the quarterback. They're definitely going to be a contender. They're definitely in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Brock Purdy is going to be able to do enough when they have to go against the tough teams.
Yeah, agreed. Max says pick 2, Godwin, Hopkins, McBride.
I like McBride. I just talked about McBride. I like McBride a lot. I'm gonna go Godwin.
Who are the
Godwin
Bucs playing
and
49ers? I would go Hopkins and McBride. Well, no. Go Godwin and McBride. I agree with that. Rowdy says, I got Tony Pollard anytime TD and Devin Singletary anytime TD. What do you guys think? Go Cowboys.
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
Singletary massive week last week.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard's been pretty quiet all season.
They're
That's
not up
something.
against anybody today. The Little Sisters and Poor. Take them.
Singletari's made a nice name for himself after leaving Buffalo.
Yeah, he has. Rowdy, what are the odds on that? I'm curious. We do like it, though. Peter Parker, Spider-Man's in the chat.
Peter Piper.
Peter Parker.
Sorry, Peter.
Start Achane or Brees today. Achane all day.
Yeah.
I'm playing against him, but I'll still say start Achane.
Yeah, I would probably just start him, but I don't know. I think he's probably going to be on a snap count, and Mostert's going to get most of the carries. But I think you just got to start him just to see he's healthy. So
You want my
he's
full
ready.
thoughts on it? You've held him on your bench this long. Play the man. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
he's been out for 4 or 5 weeks. Like, play him.
Oh, he's in my lineup. Here, I got a fantasy question for you guys.
Okay.
We do like double flex. I have been rocking both the Andrews Laporta. I've been playing them both.
Yeah.
And then I've been rocking like whoever in the second flex. I've got Achane back today.
Yeah.
So would you play Laporta or would you play Marquise Brown, who's been not great?
Yeah, I would go Laporta.
Yeah.
It's
I
Goff's,
think it's
it's
I think
Goff's
it's a-
number 2 target.
I think it's
I
a
would
think
go.
you
big
still
day
gotta
for
go-
Laporta.
Laporta, I mean, he only had 1 reception through the first 4 quarters of the game till the last drive where he caught 3. But I think like TJ just said, Goff favorite target.
Yeah.
I think you got to
Against the Bears.
Against the Bears. I
Against
think
the
Samuel
Bears.
Lapipi has a good day. But
Yeah. Samuel Lapipi. Is that
Yeah.
great?
Sammy
I got that one.
Going poo poo na cuckoo. Yeah.
It's so good. Samuel
Similar
Lapipi.
vibe.
We're going to add that one in. Peter Parker's back. Saving the
pickled
town.
pepper.
He's saving the town. He's back to ask a fantasy question. Start Dak or Herbert.
Herbert.
Herbie.
I'm going Herbie. Dad will probably go Dak
I'm
there.
going Dak today.
Yeah.
I drove this morning for Dallas. We're at,
Is
so it's
Dallas at
happening.
home today?
They are not. They're
They're
in
not home.
Carolina.
They're in Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, I can still go Herbie.
Jared says Stroud or Tua today. Good question. I probably
I
would
like
go
Sh-
Tua
I like
today.
Stroud because I think with Achane back, they're going to do that dual running back thing that they did. And Vegas's run D is terrible, so I think a lot of running, a lot of ground game.
This
today
is
for
true.
Miami.
I'll go Stroud.
I'll go Stroud. No. I'll go Tua. I just said Tua 3 times. The odds on TP and Devin Singletary anytime touchdown plus 230, boys. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thielen, Nico, Cooper. Pick one. That's from Rogers.
Thielen's against Dallas, no.
Thielen, Nico.
I like Nico.
Nico.
Houston, yes.
Yeah, and then the
'Cause
Browns don't have
DTR.
Nobody-
Yeah,
nobody's
Browns don't know
gonna
what
throw to
DTR is going to do. Give me, Nico Collins is the play.
Do you guys like DTR today?
Big Web's a big fan of
Hey,
DTR.
we'll
I
see.
think
I'm telling you, he had 1 game in preseason.
You think he can get over 193 pass plus rush?
He might
No.
only throw 2 picks today, not 3.
pass
like he did
plus
last
rush,
time.
Nick. I like that.
What if it's just pass? I'm not sure what the stat line was.
No shot.
Pass is like 150, 140.
God, he was so confident on the overall. Then passing, no shot. Not a chance.
That one's up.
Mostert to Montgomery today. It's from David.
Pass plus rush.
You know, Gibbs is now the guy in Detroit. I don't know if you've
What
noticed,
was the
but
question?
they are using him a lot. It is Mostert or Montgomery today.
Oh man.
I probably
I think Mostert.
I still think Mostert. Like Achane, even when he was healthy, guys, like he wasn't getting 20 carries. I mean, he was a monster, but like Mostert
both
still was
scored.
getting more carries.
Yep. That one game with both them in, they both scored 3 touchdowns. So like,
I'll be honest. Like I thought Monty was the guy, but like they've given the ball to Gibbs last week inside the 10, and he was the one that got in the end zone. So they might start moving towards the rook a little bit more. So
I agree.
That always
I agree.
happens around Thanksgiving. This is when the turn happens.
God, he's had
Yep.
3 straight
Yep.
weeks of 20+ points. Like just it's fantastic. Just pump it in my veins. It's just the best. Gibbs
Pump it in my veins.
helping the Lions is the best in my
Do you
fantasy
need to,
team.
do you need
God,
to
it's
excuse
great.
yourself, TJ? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to change my shorts or something. Blake says thoughts on the Browns versus the Steelers.
I like Browns today, but I don't love Browns today.
I like the
I like
Steelers.
Steelers
today.
as a dog.
Yeah, 100%.
Steelers been
Defense
outgaining
keeps on
every
wreak havoc.
game they've fucking played.
I
Big
wanna
Web,
see-
tell us
I
how
like
great
the under.
the Browns
I
are.
like the
I
under.
want to see a 0-0 first half.
Yeah, the under.
Yeah,
That would
I got
actually
the
be kind of
under. I
awesome.
got the under with a capital
Two
U.
good defenses.
This
have
you guys want to here? Let's do final score predictions. I say 12-7.
I'm going to say 19-6.
It's
I'm gonna go
always
17-10.
It's always 19-16. You look it up; they always score 19-16. It happens every week. It's fucking,
Go bet exact score. That'd probably be pretty good odds there.
it's happened a
Are
lot.
you really?
Yeah.
You're not clowning?
No, dude. I'll show you.
No, dude.
19-16 happens a lot between these two teams. It
All right.
really does.
Well, you heard it here first.
Let's see. Wow, do you ever think preseason we'd hear this question? Chris says Josh Dobbs or Tua?
Wow.
Tua.
Yeah,
I go
Tua.
Josh Dobbs, honestly. Again, that's what I
What?
said. I think a lot of run game. I think Josh Dobbs, Minnesota against Denver. I think he's going to have a good day.
All right, relax. Tua's the
Yeah, I
play.
go Tua.
Come on now.
Tua. Broncos defense has gotten better.
Bro, you guys should make a podcast. The show is great. We've had one all year.
We should have think about
But
that.
yeah, Rowdy, we do have
Don't
one, man.
miss the listeners
Rowdy.
when they're giving you a compliment.
They're part of the
TJ.
show. They know you have to give them shit. It's all good.
Thank you, Rowdy.
Thank you, Rowdy. We have a podcast
Thank you,
feed.
Rowdy.
It is From the 50. You can go on our website, fromthe50.com. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts, and then we also do weekly shows. So it's not just the Sunday show audio you'll hear. You'll hear Weber Wednesdays and Fantasy Chat. We haven't had Fantasy Chat. Well, we had it here and there. A couple weeks we've been a little off.
busy
but
the past couple
busy,
weeks,
busy.
yeah.
But we'll have off-season shows, all kinds of shit. Keep growing From the 50, so go follow that. You know what else you got to do? Go download Parlay Play. DFS platform for player prop parlays. You know, this is an awesome app because it focuses only on player props. So you got you can do receptions, receiving yards, passing yards, all that good stuff. They have different numbers than the other books. They do slash lines all the times, all kinds of deals. So it's a lot of fun. The payouts, I got my payout in a day and a half, I believe, went right to my account from Parlay Play. It's an awesome platform. They've teamed up with us at From the 50. You can use code FT50 when signing up, or you can use our code on FromThe50.com and just hit the Parlay Play link. Takes you right to the App Store, and will actually add our code. So you guys always want to help the show. That's how you help the show, help the sponsors.
Like Peter Parker. Peter Parker, get a player prop parlay.
Peter Parker gets a player prop parlay, possibly a winner. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, it's fromthe50.com. If you do use our code or our code FT50, you will get $5 of free play just for signing up. No deposit necessary. $5 of free play. And then if you also do that, you can get a deposit match up to $100. It's available in 27 states, including Illinois, if you're in the St. Louis area. So check it out. It's Parlay Play, proud sponsor of From the 50. International app, the Real Panda Express? I don't believe so. I believe it is just 27 states in the U.S., but that is a good question. So you can check it out, though. I believe they're trying to expand, but at the moment, it is just 27 states in the U.S.
One day soon. I mean, this stuff is not going away.
No, it is not. That is for sure. All right. Let's see. Achan or Singletary? That's from No Limit.
Oh, Achan.
Achan for sure.
If you've got him, fire him up.
Shane says Bears or Lions, but he spelled it like bear, like you're naked. B-A-R-E.
Nudity or the Lions?
ATS, I went Bears. These guys like the Lions.
I like the Lions. The Lions are going to win.
But you once had a gentleman walk through
Lions
your
are
house
better
with no top on.
Save that.
I that's a fact. It's actually caught on film too.
Huh?
Kirk or Dell today. That's from Gavin.
Kirk or Dell.
Dad, who's Dell?
I would go.
Dell's a
Tank Dell.
He plays for Houston.
Kirk had a good week last week, though. So
Yeah. I'll go Kirk.
I'll go Kirk.
Safer.
Yeah. Dat Boy JD says pick 3 full PPR: Henry, Monty, Pollard, Javante, Mostert.
Shit.
Holy cow.
Henry, Mostert, Pollard.
I'll go Henry, Pollard, probably Monty. I'll go Monty.
Henry, Pollard. What was the other one?
I'm with Nick.
Mostert.
Yeah.
Mostert or Javante.
Murray or Howell? That's from David.
Like Murray. Murray, I think, had
know.
a great week last
I'll go
week.
Sam Howell. Sam Howell's been slinging the ball.
I'll go Sam Howell also against the Giants.
I bet against him I'm not.
Achan or Ford today? Achan.
Yeah,
Achan for sure.
Is Kareem Hunt
Gotta-
number
gotta see
2
what he
now
made
for
of.
sure there? Like I feel like I never hear about Ford
So
anymore.
here's the thing with Kareem Hunt. He is the number 2, but he has scored a touchdown, I think, like in 4 or 5 games in a row.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's been like rushing too, so Ford's gotten vultured quite a bit.
Wow.
Goal line, Kareem Hunt's getting the ball.
Yeah.
The
Passing or rushing.
the nowadays Mike Tolbert is Kareem Hunt. You're saying Zook?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of runs like him now too.
Yeah. Yeah. God, Mike Tolbert was such a bowling ball, man. The dude
Yeah.
just would
Such
just
a
blast through
bowling ball.
defenses.
Remember
That was
like when
Frank
Kareem
Gore.
Hunt used to be like a 3-down, like just villain, and now
Oh,
he's
he was
just
so
a
good.
bit of a
When he was
chub.
at the Chiefs,
now
man,
he's
he was
like
a menace.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's added like 30 pounds since then.
Dobbs or Kyler? Appreciate you guys. It's from Rogers.
You gotta go
Kyler.
Kyler.
Yeah.
Kyler over Dobbs for sure.
Like Dobbs is the poor man's Kyler.
Who would
so
have thought Dobbs would be in any conversation with fantasy questions?
he's been
It's
fun.
crazy. He
Cleveland
has
had
been
him in
fun.
the beginning of the year.
Did he? He's
If
been on
you're-
8
if you're a
teams in like 3
fantasy-
years.
I'm just bummed I
If you're a
can't stack him with
fantasy-
Marquise
Wouldn't they
Brown.
want him now? They'd love to have him now.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
If you're in a fantasy league where you don't have where you haven't had your deadline yet and you have a quarterback to trade away, Kyler I think is going to be a starting quarterback in fantasy for the rest of the year. So you could get some value in having him as your starter now.
Agreed. I think the main player that people have really just hit out of the park from waiting from like a suspension or an injury was Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara went like ninth
Alvin
round
Kamara's
in our
great this
draft,
year.
and he's on fire after 3 weeks. Like it's the
Love
first
that
3 weeks.
guy.
Yeah, you're a big Alvin guy. Big Alvin.
Big
guy.
Alvin guy. One of my favorite players.
Owns the jersey. He owns.
He
the
does
jersey.
own the jersey.
Alvin.
You on the jersey.
Alvin. Will says I traded ETN, White, and Komet for Hawkinson, JT, Jonathan Taylor, and Walker. Is this a good move?
Walker?
ETN, Rashad White, and Komet for Hawkinson, Jonathan Taylor, and Walker. That seems pretty
K9?
even.
Hell yeah.
ETN's
Hell
your
yeah.
best running
I
back
like
out of
the
those.
new three.
You got K9 and
Yeah.
Hawkinson out of that upgraded tight end. I think
Yeah.
level the playing field at running back. Yeah, I think that's good.
I kind of
trade.
forgot JT is like a thing anymore. Like I never hear
Yeah.
about him. I feel
No,
like
JT's playing a little bit.
because they're
Yeah.
on a bye or something. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you-
Indy. I'm not paying attention to Indy much.
The problem is like a lot of the running backs that were highly picked have not been dependable. ETN has been like an exception to the rule. He's awesome. I think he's like running back 3 on the ESPN app right now. So you're giving up the best player, but I think that you're getting like 3 really good players in return and giving up 2 really good players. Like Komet to me is like if I'm starting Komet, I'm not feeling great about it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get back to fantasy questions, but let me know where you guys are watching from right now. It's my favorite thing to do. We haven't done it every week, which I usually do. Spam in the chat where you're watching from right now, whether it's in the U.S., outside of the U.S., whatever. Let's see where we're at. We're in St. Louis, Nick's in Dallas. Where are you guys watching from this morning? We got Louisiana, New Jersey, St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out.
How about that?
I saw Canada, Brooklyn,
Love it.
Detroit, Louisiana, Kansas City.
How about Hawaii? Call your friends in Hawaii. I want to see Hawaii.
Fort Wayne, Indiana, Colorado, San Antonio, Texas. This is awesome. Mississippi. This is good stuff, man. I mean, this is
Love
what's
it.
so cool about
Heaven.
the show,
That
man.
guy's calling from
NFL
Heaven.
is
Heaven.
Calling from heaven. Nice.
He's from heaven.
That guy lived a good life right there.
Shout out Granger, Indiana. Yeah, awesome. Awesome, man. This
He's
is
at
great.
he's at the Hark the Herald Sportsbook up there.
Hard to
Taking
take
the
Harold
games.
Sportsbook.
He bets on the Angels.
God's locked today.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Shout out, I'm at your mom's house. That's from Freshco. I like it. Good job.
Just down the road.
Did you see how we kind of laughed at it and he was like, ho ho ho.
Yeah.
Big Web, were those fighting words back in your day?
The mama
That
jokes.
was a big deal.
The
back
mama
then,
jokes
yeah.
are still fighting words, man. Let's be honest. Hurts or Goff today? It's back to the fantasy question. That's from Frank. I don't know.
Goff.
No, I'm actually a chain. I'm gonna go golf.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
going
Jalen
Goff. I'm going
Hurts.
Goff.
I'm going Jalen.
Goff's gonna
Goff.
have a day today.
Goff's my
man.
guy, but I'm
Goff,
Jalen.
Goff.
You gotta start Jalen Hurts over Goff.
He's got that Amon-Ra connection working right now.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Goff.
God, it's the best stack of all time. By the way, I got
It really
Amon-Ra,
is.
Gibbs, and Goff. It's just
They fucked us last week in our game. MMG, the guy we were going against, popular YouTuber, he had Goff and Amon-Ra game stacked, and that just tore us apart.
It's the best. The stacks are so much fun. Zook had the Dobbs and Marquise Brown stack.
I can't do it anymore. I don't have any Vikings. So, yeah, I was bummed. I picked up Dobbs and had him for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Is God, what the hell's his name? Oh my God, Justin Jefferson.
Kyler.
When's
Nope,
he coming
still
back?
out.
Still out. Probably next week.
Next
I'd
week?
imagine. He
Okay.
was limited all week this week. I think they probably want to see him do a full practice. I'd imagine he'll do a full practice next week, and then they'll play him.
Kyron
'Cause-
Williams supposed to be back soon too. I've been having him on my bench just waiting, but I haven't heard about him lately. He's got one more week 12. They said so. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Stafford's
Well,
back,
did they
though.
open up the window for him to return?
They should. Or they have. Yeah.
Because
I mean,
the reason I feel pretty confident Jefferson's playing next week is because he's been practicing in that 21-day window to activate.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be on I'm pretty sure week 3 of that next week. So they kind of have to.
yeah, he will. I mean, they need him. Henderson hasn't been that much of a standout. He's been all right, but it'll be nice to get Kyron back on my lineup.
I think he's I bet next week or two away max for Kyron.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We got about 10 minutes left. I want rapid fire fantasy. We're going to put some music on. We're going to get this thing going. Rapid fire fantasy. We're going to get as many questions answered as we can. So send in your questions right now.
And the
in
bonus
chat.
bet.
And the bonus bet. Yes. Okay, Fields or Dobbs? That's from Mitchell. I'm going Fields.
I'm going Dobbs.
Fields. Sorry, I'm trying to look up your Kyron Williams thing.
Oh, you're good. Tony, Waddle or K9? It's from from Tony. Waddle or K9?
K9.
PPR.
K9.
K9.
I'm gonna go K9 as well.
Here, one quick update before we do this.
Hurry up.
Kyron Williams set to return from IR in time to suit up versus the Cardinals in Week 12.
All right, Collins or Rice? Have PPR. It's from D-Court.
Collins.
All right, I'm going Collins as well. Let's see, Collins or Rice? We already talked about that.
Where did it?
Evans or Montgomery? It's from Parker Perez.
Evans.
Evans.
I know it's a tough game, but Evans.
That's enough.
Evans or Montgomery? It's from Parker Perez. Already read that.
Evans.
It's
I just answered it.
Hollywood Brown or Walker? It's from Chris.
Walker.
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 Josh says big on Miami, Vegas. Congrats.
The whole
Awesome.
game? What do you like, the referees there?
Yeah. Go NFL.
Michael says Garrett Wilson or Tank Dell.
Tank Dell.
Garrett Wilson.
I think Michael Wilson. Oh, Michael.
I don't know who Michael Wilson is. Collins
Michael Wilson's out.
We read
Michael
that thing
Wilson's
3 times. Quit commenting. Ty Chandler, Madison, or Logan Thomas at flex. That's from Slime Grimes.
Madison, he's active. From concussion.
Logan Thomas. I don't like the
Slime
other
Grimes.
two. Yep. A-Chain or Mostert from Aaron.
Mostert.
Mostert.
A-Chan. Wow, you guys are going Mostert over A-Chan?
I'm going A-Chan over all
Yeah,
of
man.
them.
Wow.
I honestly, I'd find a way to play both of them.
Dylan says B. Cooks or Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson for me.
Who cares?
Oh, gross. Yeah, who cares? Jahan.
Stroud over Allen. That's from Josh.
Stroud.
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 That was from Josh Allen right there.
Josh Allen.
Proud over Allen.
Josh Allen didn't even draft himself.
Let's see. McLaurin, Addison, and Devontae Smith pick 2. That's from a fellow St. Louisan. St.
Devontae.
Louisan? St. Louisan?
Addison, Devontae Smith.
You got to pick
Allen
2.
about to.
Yeah, Addison Smith.
I'm going to go Devontae Smith and Terry McLaurin. Hollywood Brown or Walker? It's from Chris Bueno.
Walker.
We already had it. Walker.
We didn't have that one already. It's just how
Yeah,
we
we
had
did.
Chris.
No,
Two-
yeah, we did.
2 questions.
My apology. Walker.
Walker.
Will J. Judges play? That's from Shep.
No.
No.
Not playing this week. Quentin Johnson or Pickens? That's from Breezer.
Breezer.
Pickens.
Pickens.
Whatever you want.
Shit.
James Cook or Rasheed Rice, full PPR and flex. That's from Priscilla.
Cook.
Priscilla.
James Cook. Thank you, Meg, for the follow. Let's see. Dak or Hurts. That's from Meg.
Oh,
Hurts.
go to the doctor.
Hurts.
If your Dacker hurts.
Allen or Murray. That's from Chris Bueno.
Murray.
He can answer. He can has more questions. Big Web.
Allen.
Nothing.
Allen or Murray. That's from Chris
Allen.
Bueno. Allen for sure. Thank you, L Dub and Rick for the follows. Don't start any Packers players today. It's from Josh.
Good idea.
Agree.
Zook, your thoughts?
Yeah, agree.
All right. A lot of repeats here.
Actually, Charge defense does suck. I'd start Aaron Jones.
Derrick Henry or Garrett Wilson. That's from Philly Zone.
Good luck.
Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry.
Henry. Tractor Cito, as he's otherwise known.
Commanders or Browns, defensive or special teams. Thank you. That's from Alberto. I would probably go Commanders today. They're playing the Giants.
I'd take Browns.
What?
Yeah, take Browns.
They're playing the Giants.
They're playing the Browns, playing the Steelers.
Tommy DeVito.
Danny DeVito's
Browns.
nephew.
Tua or Purdy. That's from East.
Tua.
You got to go with Purdy girls.
I'm going Tua today, for sure. Mike Evans or Derrick Henry from Big Boss Didenko.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Mike Evans for me. Tua or Sam Howell from Reese.
Tua.
Reese Worthington.
You
Backyard
want Howell, you
baseball,
already
Nick.
said
What a
that.
great
Howell.
game that was.
That was a great game.
Fantastic
Howell.
game. Ferguson or Ingram. That's from Jared T. Roberts. He's in heaven, apparently.
He's having a
I like
day.
Ferguson. Anytime TD could be a good play.
Yeah, I think Ferguson's the play there as well. Decorus is Debo, Sutton, Metcalf. Pick one.
I like Sutton. He's been awesome for Denver.
Devo.
I just can't do it. It's too ugly.
I'm going Debo as well. I agree with you, Nick. He's been good, but I can't go.
He's been Denver's go-to guy.
I'm gonna go Metcalf. I don't know if I said Debo or Metcalf.
But we all gave him a different answer. Good job.
Henry or Addison. That's from JJ.
Gotta go Henry.
Yeah, let's go Henry. I agree with that. Have mercy on us. That's from Bears fans.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, have fun with that game. This is a big game. 8-2 would be nice. 8-2
I got the
would be
over.
fun.
Score again.
Yep. Fields or Howell? It's from AK.
Fields.
Yeah, Fields. Fields. All right, Fields. I agree. Ferguson, Hollywood Brown, Thielen for flex. That's from Eric.
Ferguson today.
I would go with Thielen, I think.
I'm not hooked on a Thielen. I'm actually going to pick Hollywood.
Hooked on a Thielen.
Hooked on a Thielen. Oh, that's a good fantasy name. Jimmy says Laporta or Kincaid today. I'm going Laporta.
Laporta.
Nick, you had Kincaid to score, though. You go Kincaid or Laporta?
Man, I have Kincaid to score, but I think Laporta has
More
better
upside.
for PPR leagues.
LaPepe's having a big bounce back game, guys. I'm telling you.
That one isn't going to stick.
You don't think that one's going to stick?
No, I like it. Actually, it might. I like because it comes naturally. Like, you don't force it. It just you're feeling LaPepe.
The thing is, though,
Don't say that.
It's a little.
Don't do that in public.
It's a little
Don't be
too.
feeling a pee-pee in public.
It's a little too similar.
Don't
to
feel your LaPepe in public, would you?
It's a little too similar to Nkuku, though.
God, it's such a good drop.
Yeah.
I love it. Debo or Thielen? It's from Cody Phillips. I would go Thielen
I'm
today
gonna go
for
with
me.
Debo there.
Debo.
Thielen has actually been a very good fantasy receiver this year
Yeah, he's been awesome.
because Carolina's been so
He's
bad.
the
no
only one
paid
that he's the
attention.
only athlete on the football team.
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. Brad says Moore, Dell, Sutton, Waddle, Evans, McLaurin. Me
Jesus.
too. Do that one more
Too
time.
many people.
Too many people, Brad. See ya.
More and Waddle. Narrow it down, Brad. Jesus.
Here's my entire
Way too
team. What do you
many
think? Moore,
If it was
Dell,
a guy from heaven, you would have answered it.
Swift, Monty, Singletary. Pick 2 full PPR. It's from Nav Knows.
Nav knows.
Swift and Monty.
I'm going Swift and Singletary.
Swift and single.
Washington or Buffalo D. It's from Aaron.
Wash.
Yeah, I'll go Washington as well. Big Web, thanks for your thoughts. Cup or Dobbs from Raul.
I'm sitting this one out.
I'll go Cup today. Stafford's back, Cup for sure.
Cup.
Aiden says Tua, Stroud, or Mahomes. I mean, what are we talking about?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
All right, you know what, though? I have weird format league. We have a 2 QB league. I'm
Okay.
in with my dad. My QBs, I had the first overall pick, so I went Mahomes. Then I came back, took Dak. Later on in the draft, got Stroud. I'm legitimately playing Stroud and Dak this week in that league.
Over Mahomes.
Yeah, because you've got to throw for like over 250 for it to even be worth it.
Wow. You don't think he'll do it against the Eagles?
I don't know. I think that game's going to be like 24-21.
All right. Hawkinson or Laporta. That's from Buzz. I'll go Laporta today.
I like a Porta.
Yeah,
Laporta.
Laporta.
Ooh,
Oh, also another weird thing about that league, like in
I'm going
the
Hawkinson.
points year to date in that league, Mahomes is my worst quarterback of the 3.
What?
Yeah.
He is like 9th ranked. He's not like even top 5 this year in like regular
No,
fantasy.
he has not
so
been even close to worth it.
I guess it's just the name. Like you're like, oh, it's Mahomes. You got to start him. But yeah. Josh Allen or Sam Howell from Kenny. Did we already answer that one? Josh Allen for me.
Allen.
I believe we already discussed
no.
this.
Meg says Debo, Thielen, or Deontay Johnson. Pick one. Definitely not Deontay Johnson. I'd probably go Thielen. I'm going in on
Debo there.
I'm going in on Thielen today. Let's see. Singletary against the Cardinals or Barkley against Washington. That's from Cody.
I got to go with Barkley. I already picked
Yeah,
the
you
Giants.
got to pick Barkley.
Singletary for me. Barkley can get
I'm
shut
going
down,
Singletary.
man. Yeah, that offensive line in New York is a problem. Lockett or Ferguson from Jordan.
Fergie.
I'm going Lockett today.
Lockett.
I'm
Yep.
all Fergie all the time.
Why is Tua the most hated quarterback in the league, though? That's from You Can't
Somebody can spell his name.
Throw Me.
He is. People are haters. I'm not one of them. I like Tua.
I used to be a hater. I'm not anymore. So he has maybe
He's healthy.
not a
Remaining
hater.
healthy, knock on wood for the kid.
18 times. Bola says Rasheed Rice or Collins.
I'd go with
I like Nico.
the hard noodles.
Rasheed Rice.
All right, I'm going with Cooper.
Hard noodles. I like that one. That's creative.
Nice. I'm going Cooper. Let's go a couple more minutes here, and we'll wrap this one up. KJ Osborne or Tutu Atwell, my last flex spot. It's from Sam.
Osborne safer.
I like Osborne.
Doesn't Tutu have more of like a big play ceiling,
Yeah,
though?
for sure.
I'm going
I mean,
Tutu
yeah,
Atwell.
but
That's tough. Achane or Aaron Jones. That's from Dr. Wolf.
Ooh,
Dr. Wolf.
that's a tough one. Aaron
Yeah.
Jones.
I'll go
I'm gonna go Achane.
Achane today. I agree. Cooks or Kincaid flex spots from Aaron. Cooks? Brandon Cooks?
Kincaid.
Kincaid.
I'll go Kincaid as well. Terry, Cup, Tank, St. Brown. Who do I sit? Do not sit St. Brown.
No,
Do not sit Cup.
no.
I
Terry.
would probably sit. Ah, man.
Terry.
Terry for sure.
Cup would probably be.
You'd sit Terry over Tank?
I would leave.
Yes.
I'd leave Terry.
Here, I'm gonna read.
I'm going to
Tank
sit
Dell's last
Tank.
month.
He's up and down, though,
Terry.
right?
Give me Tank to score TD.
Nico
I think
Collins
lately
has
he's
been a
more
guy there.
consistent.
Yeah, but TJ Stroud's just hucking the ball.
All right.
Oh, that's true. What we got?
Tank Dell statistics the last 3 weeks. 6 catches on 14 targets for 56 yards and a touchdown. Week before, 6 catches on 11 targets for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. Week before that, though, that was his first game off the bye and the injury. 4 targets, 3 catches, 16 yards.
So maybe start him.
Last 2 weeks, though, he's been going off.
Maybe start him.
They just weren't
Double-digit
giving the ball
targets.
enough. Yeah.
Double-digit targets.
All right, we're going 2 more. 2 more. Brody says Nico or Ridley.
Ridley.
Ridley for me. Actually,
Sure.
no, Nico Collins. I'm going Nico Collins. Changing my mind. All right, one more. We got one more. We're going to wrap this one up. Let's see. Trying to find a good one. Here we go. Meg says Rashad White, DeAndre Swift, James Conner. Pick one.
Swift.
I'm going Swift as well.
I'm going Swift as well.
All right. And finally, we have Big Web's bonus bet to end the show. Thank you guys for listening in. Big Web's bonus bet. What do we got?
I have one question.
Okay.
Can we allow this to count, or are we going to say no
For what?
for the stats?
Absolutely. For like the TikTok stuff?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Okay. good.
You get one parlay. It's the one that's posted.
I love it. I
It's
love it.
we put you in a bad
No,
spot.
this is fine. No, this
Okay, okay.
right here. I just want.
You can still brag about
I
it.
just
yeah,
want
no, you
kudos next
put it
week.
on the show. I'll clip this too. Like,
Okay.
but as far as like the every week one, we have to
Yep.
do the one that
This
goes
is
viral.
this is just something this morning we were feeling, and we put it down,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just letting the public know what it is.
Okay, I like it.
So we bought spreads up. This is high risk, high reward.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys minus 16.5.
Good God.
Miami Dolphins minus 16.5. San Francisco 49ers minus 16.5. Plays plus 13.94. 67 gets you $1,000.
So wait. Niners minus 16.5. What was the second one? Dolphins minus 16.5.
Yep.
Cowboys minus 16.5. So you need 3 blowouts.
3 blowouts get you $1,000 on $67. That's my bonus. High risk, high reward.
What does $5 pay?
High risk,
What does
for sure.
$5 pay?
Oh, it's
$150 or something.
Godspeed on that one, brother.
Yeah. I know. I'm asking because I would put 5 on
Well,
that.
that'd be 1/12 of that. Right?
It'd be like $150, I think, right? Something like that.
gonna
Math's
put it-
hard for me.
I'm going to put it in right now.
All right.
We do what we do.
Nick's
Yeah.
probably already got it in, but I'll put it in.
I'm putting it in.
Pause. All right. We're going to wrap this
Get your
one.
mind out of the gutter.
Almost did a
Get your
spit
mind
take.
out of the gutter.
Nick might already have this one in, but I'll put this one in. All right. That'll do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. This has been an awesome year. Week 11. We got plenty of football left to go for the rest of the season. So if you are brand new to the show, hit the follow button here. We're live on TikTok every single Sunday from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way until kickoff. And then we're also going to be live, I think, probably Wednesday night. I have somewhere to be, so maybe early Wednesday. I'm also off this next week from the day job, so if you guys want to do it different time, we're going to do some kind of Thanksgiving show.
I'm into it.
Maybe recorded to run live, something like that.
I would.
You know,
That would probably work best.
we could probably do that the best. And then we'll do our Sunday live show next week like normal. But a lot of football content coming this week. So please follow here on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. And we'll continue to give hot takes. Nick, any last-minute thoughts before we send the audience to Week 11?
No last minute thoughts. Good luck on your fantasy bets this week or fantasy games this week. Good luck on your bets this week. MIZ.
All right. Zook?
MIZZOU, baby. And go Michigan. I cannot wait to go to the game.
There we go. Big Web, any last-minute thoughts here?
Well, $5 on that one pays $66.
66. That's it?
That's all it does. That's all,
right.
it's saying. But
Damn.
I'll tell you this: there's a lot of
$5.
good opportunity this week. Don't bet the doghouse this week. Bet the shed.
Bet the shed.
Bet the shed this week.
With the lawnmower inside, or
No, just the shed.
So take all the stuff out, then bet
Take all
the
the
shed.
stuff out and bet the shed.
Bet the shed.
No power tools.
Get off the shed.
You know,
ever seen that
if,
SNL
if you,
skit?
if you happen to lose,
Ferrell.
then your lawnmower gets rained on for a couple weeks.
That's a
It's
good.
okay.
That's a good one. Get off the shed.
Get off the shed. I will beat you with a belt if you don't get off the shed. It's a great skit.
It's a classic.
Might have to watch that here in a second. All right, that'll do it for Nick Yale, for Zach Zook, for Big Web, for the audience, for Nick Tolley. I'm TJ Weber saying so long. We'll see you guys next week. Good luck on your picks. Peace.